I'm Ian from the Michiana Skeptics. My question is for Dinesh. Christopher, you kind of addressed this already. It's on the issue of spontaneous generation. Dinesh, you used the analogy with the jet being spontaneously put together by a thunderstorm, in a junkyard of sorts. I was wondering, how do you defend the argument that it's more likely that a creator did this when, even though it's unlikely that, say, something would have randomly created a cell or a molecule over time, there's still, in the infinite spans of things, in the vast amount of time that the universe has existed, some minuscule probability that this could have come about, versus this blatant argument that it must have been this because it's improbable when there is no really backing for the reverse argument. How do you counteract this? And also, if you have anything to add to this, Christopher.
The person violating the principle of William of Ockham here, I think, though, Dinesh, is you. I mean, everyone remembers what Laplace said to Napoleon when he produced he was the greatest scientist of his day, his orrery, the solar system as viewed from the outside, never been done before in model form. And the emperor said, well, there doesn't seem to be any God in this apparatus. And Laplace said, well, Your Majesty, it happens to operate perfectly well without that assumption. So it does. Dinesh asked earlier, and I should have taken him up on it, isn't it the case that to the three questions, where are we coming, where are we from, where are we going, and why are we here, there are three nopes from our side. That's not true at all. It was incredible that he alleged it. So the question of where are we from, both in the macro and the micro term, where did we come from, the cosmological, the Big Bang, and the micro, the unraveling of the human string of DNA and our kinship with other animals and indeed other forms of non-animal life, we are enormously to enormously greater extent well informed about our origins. And what we don't know, we don't claim to know. Very important. My admitting that I don't know exactly how it began is not at all the same as Dinesh's admission that he doesn't know either, because he feels he has to know. Because if it's not a matter of faith and it's not a matter of God, he can't say he believes in it a little bit. It must be a real belief to be genuine, and it must have some explanatory value. And he doesn't hold it very strongly, and it doesn't explain anything for which we have better explanations. Likewise about where we are going. We have a very good idea now of the time and place, if you like, the time anyway, when our universe and our sun, and indeed the cosmos, will come to an end. Dinesh might say, well, then if you look at the Bible, it proves right all those who said the end of the world is at hand. There's biblical authority. In fact, it just proves we were right all along. Yes, except that they said that by repenting, you could prevent this outcome, which you cannot, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? As to why are we here, good question, to which there's so far no perfect answer, and I suggest you keep the argument about that open and sharpen the questions and consider the infinite possible variety of answers and train your mind that way. Don't say you already know why you're here, that someone wants you to be here, that you're fathered, that you're protected, that it's all part of a divine plan. You can't know that, and you shouldn't say it. There.